Hello everybody, Prowl here, and we have another survival guide episode ready for you. And this one is going to be one of my favorite ones because honestly, this is one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft. And we're going to be going caving. We're going to be going caving to get iron, coal, lapis, really anything that we can find, we're going to grab. So my goal with you guys today is to just go over all the things that you need to bring with you to properly go caving, and then teach you all the things we experience along the way. You will notice that I have spent only a little bit of time between last episode and this one, just getting a few things done. Basically, I just torched around this area right here, and I went over to this area over here and got any of the coal, copper, and iron that was there. There wasn't a ton of it, but there was a decent enough amount. And I've just been trying to slowly grow my crop area here. And I think that's pretty much it. I haven't really done much else. So what we're going to be doing here now, though, is we're going to be prepping to go into the caves. And there's a few important things that you need to know before you do this. Thing number one, honestly, is going to be to remember where your base is. Now, you can do that by landmarks, just kind of looking around and seeing where you are. But a really good way to make sure you can find your way back to base is if you look up in the top left-hand corner of my screen, it says position, and you see some coordinates there. If you do not see this on your screen, go to your menu. Do not click the browse add-ons button that they put where the settings button used to be, because that's terrible. Go to settings. This is your world settings that come up here. Scroll down until you see, where is it? Show coordinates. This is off by default. Just click it to turn it on. That's it. It doesn't enable cheats or anything like that. It's a normal option. And if you've at least taken an algebra class before, you should be able to follow coordinates. The leftmost number is your x-axis, which is this direction right here. This is like your east and west. Oh, that's a thunderstorm. We're going to sleep. Whenever you get a thunderstorm, good idea to sleep the night away. Lightning can strike you or things around you, and they're just really loud and annoying, and we don't want to deal with that. Anyways, your x-axis is your east and west. The z-axis is north and south. That's the last number. You see that going up and down right now. And then your y-axis is your vertical height. You see, as I jump up these blocks, my y level goes up. Write down the coordinates of your base somewhere, anywhere, a notebook, in a text file on your computer, or whatever. Just make sure you know your coordinates or remember them. You can see my coordinates are almost 0, 0. So that's easy to remember. To get home, I just need to go to 0, 0. Now, when we go down into the caves, we're going to want to have some stuff with us. This is what I'm going to recommend you bring. Okay, I recommend bring yourself a stack of logs, gather whatever coal you have. I don't have a ton, but gather that up and bring that. We're going to just bring all of this, and I'm going to make this a little bit smaller by crafting it into coal blocks. Bring yourself, you probably don't want to carry more than one stack of torches at a time. So I'm going to carry one stack and throw my extra stacks in here. And let's get rid of this. And then we have a little bit of iron to make some iron tools. So if you have iron for iron tools already, definitely make those. If not, bring your copper tools for now. And I'm going to show you how to replace that pretty early on in the process. So I'm going to go here. I already have one iron pickaxe, which is good. I will probably make, you don't really need an axe. But you may want one for at least breaking your crafting table, I guess. So you bring an axe if you want to, not necessary. Shovel is definitely necessary. And then you may even want to bring the extra iron with you, so you don't have to like make multiple pickaxes and shovels right up front. Instead, you can make new ones as you need them. Get rid of any extra tools and such that you do not need with you right now. I think I have a chest for those right here. I want to make sure I don't mix these up with my first ever tools that I've had up there. So we're going to put those here. You will want to bring a water bucket with you. So make sure you bring that, and make sure you have your bundles, because look at what the bundles are going to do. Let me get rid of these sticks. I don't need those. Look at what these bundles are going to do for me. I can put all of the coal blocks, all of the coal, and all these iron ingots all inside of my bundle. I'm also going to want to bring a crafting table. So I'm going to make myself one of those. I can also put that in here. So I have 4 different things that would be taking up space here, and I have them inside of here. You know what else I'm going to want? Let's see if I have enough for it. I do. I don't feel like breaking down these furnaces and bringing them. Having a couple extra furnaces is not a big deal. You're going to want probably 1, if not 2 furnaces. Put them in there as well. So look at all this space that I'm saving by putting everything inside of my bundles. You're going to want to bring a decent amount of food. For me, I would like to bring potatoes more than anything, because potatoes are better than bread for food. You remember we talked about saturation. They give more saturation. So I'm going to do a little bit more farming, and then we're going to go caving. Okay, so now that we're all prepared, you can see what I have in my inventory here. I'm going to bring a bed with me, because while we explore, if it turns nighttime, I want to be able to sleep, okay? But otherwise, you guys see everything I have on me. This should be all that you need. Now, you got to think about what is your objective for caving? What are you looking for? Are you looking for coal? Are you looking for iron? Are you looking for copper? Are you looking for diamonds? Are you looking for redstone? There's a lot of different things that you can find down in the caves. But there's also other places that you can find stuff too. You saw me over here in a stony shore kind of area where I found a lot of coal, a little bit of iron, and a decent amount of copper. Those things are typically found more abundantly higher up in the air. And the more exposed stone that there is, the easier it is to find those things. So one good location that you can go to find these things is a mountain. So this is not where we're going to go today, but if you happen to be in a mountainous area like I am, you can potentially find a pretty decent amount of these materials in the mountains. Now, not all mountains are built the same. This one right here does have some exposed stone here, a little bit here, but mostly this thing is full of a bunch of snow. So there's not going to be a ton there. Let's go, and we're just going to get up there really quick together and just take a look from a higher location just to see if we see any other mountains around, because there is another mountain type that is really cool that you're going to want to look for. It's called a jagged peaks mountain. Those are made of stone. That is a jackpot for finding tons of coal and iron, and you'll find a little bit of copper, but as you get too high in the air, copper doesn't become as frequently found. Now, also, this biome that I'm going into is called a cherry blossom biome. The cherry blossom biome has these. Oh, ow! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. All right, we need to sleep. I did not realize it was getting that dark. Sleeping, please. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Anyways, I don't remember what I was saying, but oh, you find these little pink like petally flowers, which are really nice to decorate with, and you'll find these trees which have good leaves that you can get. And the wood looks really cool too. So you'll want to get saplings from this at some point, especially if it's far away from your base. Since this one's pretty close to our base, I don't feel the need to like get the saplings right now. You remember from a previous episode, episode 1, I told you about this stuff, powdered snow. If you go into it, you will freeze. The nice thing about powdered snow though, is that if you can make yourself some leather boots, you will walk on top of it. It is no longer a danger to you. We don't have said leather boots, but this does have snow layers on top of it, so I'm able to jump on top of it. We'll just be a little careful as we travel up. Look, here's some coal right here, so I could easily grab this. I'm probably going to save this for a little bit later time, though. I'll go over that when we get there, but when we get a fortune pickaxe, having a good location to get a lot of coal is going to be really nice, because you get quite a lot of it that way. Now, also, these are packed ice blocks. Packed ice, oh no, these are, wait, it's kind of hard to tell the way the lighting is. This is packed ice. Is this blue ice? I can't really tell, but packed ice and blue ice you can obtain if you have a silk touch tool. Silk touch is an enchantment. We'll go over that later. What? You can't see my mouth right now, but my jaw is wide open. Oh, this is cool. So we have a mountain in a big circle with a little valley in here that has this biome in it, a cherry blossom biome. Oh man, it looks really cool. I know you guys are telling me in the comments already that I gotta build something there. I'm sure we probably will at some point. It's not in my immediate plans. Look, there's more of a cherry biome over there. There's a decent amount of exposed stone through here. So yeah, like we'll be, oh, is that like a cave that goes down too? Oh my God. Okay. I have to look. We're gonna be careful for this creeper. I have to look down in that. Oh my gosh. I'm a little scared that it's like something's going to happen. I'm going to fall down there and die, and it's going to be such a pain in the butt to get my stuff back. By the way, when you die, don't do it. When you die, unless you turn the option on to keep your inventory, all of your guts splatter out everywhere. You have to go pick it all back up. And you spawn back in the last bed you slept in. So, oh, look, at least we have an easy way down right here. We're just going to like, I don't think I'm going to do this cave, but look at this thing. Kind of hard to see. Oh, we have a little skeleton boy there. Oh, is this a dripstone cave? This is a dripstone cave. You can get dripstone from here, which is not only a decorative block, but also we can use, oh, ow, ow. This is not good. This is really not good. I don't have a, ow. I don't have a good way to get to him. You guys can see I'm getting myself in a bad position here. This might not be, oh, is it a, oh, hold on. We can see better now. Ooh, that's a lot of coal. Can I get over to him somehow without him knocking me off? Just remember, everybody, curiosity killed the prowl. I should not be doing this right now, but I cannot resist. I do not recommend that you get yourself in dangerous situations like this unless you're pretty good at fighting. Get out of here. Ooh, we just got a bow. That's good. Oh. This is why. Ow. Okay. Anyways, I can't not peek in here. It's impossible for me. Oh, look, I don't think it is a full cave. It's not. It's just like a little canyon that goes down into the mountain, but it doesn't look like it leads to anywhere. So we'll probably come back here when we have fortune to get all this coal. This is probably several stacks of coal that's just scattered around here. But in terms of exploring, this cave is not it. Okay, so I went back to base, just finished dumping my stuff off. Let's talk about actually going into caves now. So caves aren't really something that like there's a specific way to look for them. You just kind of find them. They're just kind of there, and they're a big hole in the ground or in the side of a mountain or something somewhere. They're very random. I'm trying to find that one that we had close to base here. I think this is it. I don't know if it goes down really far or what. There's no real rhyme or reason to them either. There are kind of like cave biomes, so to speak, that will kind of look a certain way. But for the most part, caves are a very like random and varied experience. Oh gosh. Okay, this cave right here is going to be such a problem to get down into. But it looks like it may be a good one. It actually goes really far down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to place water right here. We're going to let that water flow down, and I can actually ride the water down. If you hold down the crouch button, you'll just move down the water. Keep your head out of the, keep your head out of the water so you don't drown in it. And this will allow us to kind of go down and see a little bit further what this cave is about and see if it's one that I feel like exploring. Let's see, this one looks kind of funky. Does not look like a fun cave to explore. Mostly because this terrain is not very good. There's a decent amount of iron and copper down there, which is good. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna take a little peek through this cave, and we're gonna follow a simple rule here. Different people, I keep working my way down. I don't want to go down. Different people have different methods they like to use, so follow whichever one makes the most sense to you. For me, I'm just kind of used to always putting my torches on the right hand side, and that way I know, like, when I put torches on the right, oh hello, when I come back through, my torches will be on the left. Oh, okay. Yep, this is actually going to open up to something pretty good, I think. Awesome. Okay. So, hello? That's not good. Anyways, you do want to make sure you keep marking your path. And one thing I like to try to do as well when I get in like larger cave-like areas like this is I like to light them up a little bit, because it keeps mobs from spawning in around me, and it allows me to have a little bit easier time going through and collecting the resources. So you may notice, like right now, I'm going through and I'm not really, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, that hurt a little bit. Okay, we're good. You may notice I'm not like picking stuff up right now. It's because I don't want to like be mining things and having mobs spawning around me and attacking me and killing me. So this is a big cave area. This guy right here, it's going to be a little hard for me to like super easily find my way back. So I think what I'm going to do is this. Oh, wow. This thing is massive. Okay. So my suggestion for when you find a cave like this, we can do a ton of mining in here. I am going to step away from you guys for a moment, and in between clips, I'm just going to run around and light up a decent sized area, like probably all of this area and maybe that there. This thing looks like it probably goes on for a while. Maybe I'll just do this top area first, and then we're going to start mining different ores that we find. Now, also remember, when you're torching, just anywhere that's like the darkest spots, those are the spots that mobs can spawn. And lighting up caves is pretty easy to do, because it's pretty easy to tell where mobs can spawn. If you see like a pretty deeply dark location, just go ahead and plop a torch down in that area, and that should block mobs from spawning there. Once you get a whole area kind of spawn proofed, which I feel like we have that done here, then whatever mobs exist, if you feel up to it, go ahead and just kill them off. Remember, you can just spam click the attack button, and it takes care of them pretty easily. And now I am free to mine all the resources in this area. Ooh, here's another little dark spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and I'm going to mine up everything that I see here, or at least as much of that thing as I want, right? Now, I know some of you guys watching right now, you'll see me leave stuff behind later on because I kind of feel like I have enough of everything. But a lot of you guys, I know how you are. You're not going to want to leave a single thing. So grab as much of it as you feel like you need. We're going to get a lot of coal here. We're going to get a lot of iron. And I'm going to show you a couple little tricks once I mine out this area that you need to know when you're caving. Okay, so my pickaxe is like literally one use away from breaking. So I thought this was a good time to take a break from the mining and show you what's next. So this is what we want to do. I need to get my furnaces out. We're going to go ahead and set those down. I don't have a lot to run through them yet, but I have a little bit. What I want to run through them is the iron. We're going to smelt our iron right now. We don't need to smelt the copper, but we do want to get the copper out of our way. And the best way to do that is take your bundle out, or go in your bundle and take your crafting table out, and then turn all of your raw copper and extra coal that you have into coal blocks and copper blocks, because now that gets it out of our way. We can decide to store it in our bundles if we want to, or we could just leave it out here is fine as well. I guess whatever works for you. And then another decent idea to do, especially if you're not too deep down into the caves, is to go ahead and make yourself a chest. Sit that chest down, and like some of the other extra stuff that you just happen across, like cobblestone, like stuff from killing mobs and that sort of thing, you just go ahead and throw that in your chest, and then you'll have that to come back to at some point when you're ready for it. Now, I guess I'll probably, I don't know if I want to throw these in there or not. It is extra inventory space, but I'll probably end up adding to these stacks, so I'm not going to do that. And I actually like the idea of keeping the cobblestone on me, because the cobblestone I'll be able to use to pillar upwards. Now, as you've seen so far, all I found is coal, copper, and iron. That's it. That's because the other ores that exist in the game, namely being diamonds, lapis, and redstone, are found lower down in the caves. So as I go lower and lower, especially into the negatives for the Y level, is where I'm going to find more of these types of things. I can also find emerald. There's emeralds up here. Emeralds are pretty easy to get via other methods, and they're pretty rare to find in block form. So a lot of people actually won't mine these up right now. They'll get a silk touch like pickaxe or whatever, and they'll get the actual emerald block rather than getting an emerald out of it. And they'll keep it as like a trophy or decoration or something like that. So I'm not going to worry about mining that up right now. But we should have, yes, our iron is done. So we're going to grab our iron. We're going to use some of that right now. First of all, I do need another pick. Actually, I'll probably make another 2 picks, I think, because one just didn't last very long. So we will do that. We'll go, where is it at? 1 and 2. And I'm going to throw our expired or nearly expired pickaxe in there because that's our first iron pick. So we need to save that. We have 18 left over. So what can we use that for? Okay, let's make some more planks, and let's make ourselves a shield. Where is that at? Right here. Make ourselves a shield. And our shield we can put in our offhand. Now, when I crouch, we hold our shield up, and we will not take damage from anything trying to hit us from the front. Great for if a creeper's about to explode in your face, a skeleton shooting you from far away, or you have a horde of mobs attacking you. Very nice to have, especially before you get totems. And totems we'll go over in a later episode. We also have enough to get a couple pieces of armor. So I think I'm going to make a helmet and a chest plate. Ooh, and some boots. I could make 3. Our iron armor is going to protect us better than our copper armor will. And we'll go ahead and we'll toss the old copper armor in there as well and get some of these extra bits and pieces out of our inventory. Now with this done, I'm going to continue to get some of the ores up here. I couldn't get because my pickaxe was almost out. And then I'm going to work my way down and I'll show you some of the other ores that we're looking for. Okay, as you can see, I've come down a level. That's where we were before. And I just started lighting this up. And oh my Lord, first of all, look how much bigger this cave gets. It goes down and down and down. But also, look at that right there. That is Skulk. Now, we will not be messing with skulky areas anytime soon, but that likely means that there is an ancient city down there, which at some point we will raid. They are very scary. If you're early game and you've never tackled one before, you might want to prepare before you go down there. Watch some videos about it. I have some. There's others that have good ones as well. But it's not a place that you just waltz into thinking that you're going to be okay. You are very likely to get killed repeatedly if you don't know what you're doing inside of an ancient city. Anyways, I'm just going to light this area up, probably collect some of the iron on this level, I think. And then I'll probably go down another level after this so we can actually get to some of the new ores that we haven't collected yet. Ooh, look what I see. So I really don't want something to knock me down. There's an ancient city down there. That's really cool. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. Anyways, I've found a few of the things we're looking for. Look, we got redstone here for redstone dust. This will be for making some of our redstone contraptions later on. So good to at least get a little bit of this early. And here's some lapis as well. I don't have a use for it yet. I do think we will probably make use of the enchanting table at some point, which is what you use lapis for. If for no other reason than just to demonstrate it. The enchanting table is not the best way to enchant your gear. It's not even a good way, honestly, to enchant your gear, but it is a way. So I'll at least cover it for you guys in some capacity. Let's see what else is here. I'm really hoping I don't get lost here, but it's very possible. But at the same time, I keep seeing iron, and I want a lot of iron, because I'm going to show you guys some really cool stuff to do with this iron, probably in the next episode. Something that's going to be very useful for you in the early game. Aha! And here's another first, gold. We have not found gold yet before either. Gold is going to have several uses for us. You could trade it with piglins. You can use it to make powered rails, as well as a few other things. So we definitely want to get as much gold as we possibly can early on here, because it's not really easy to get until you make a farm for it. It's actually quite hard to get until you make a farm for it. So in the early game, whenever you see it, make sure you grab it. Here's another thing that we need to scoop up: lava. I'm going to go ahead and just scoop that lava up. We're actually going to use this, believe it or not, in the pretty near future, because we can make an infinite fuel source out of it once we find one other thing. Okay, I have something else important to show you. So you see the bubbles on the bottom right hand side? That's if you're drowning. If you stay underwater for a while, you can drown. But if you get over top of these magma blocks right here, you hold down the crouch button, not only will they not burn you, but they actually give you air, which is kind of unique and interesting. This is a little like underwater cave here. I can't really do much here right now, but I thought I would show it to you guys. Ooh, there is some gold here. I'll probably mine this up really quick. You do mine slower underwater until you get a certain enchantment on your tools that helps you mine faster underwater. But also, though, we're actually going to take these magma blocks because I do have a use for these later, and I don't know how many of them we will have access to by the time we get to that use. So it's probably a good idea now to go ahead and grab them while we have them here. Oh, look, we didn't see this on the way in. We found our first diamonds. Oh, this is really cool. Okay, that is our first diamond. We could do something with it, but I'm not going to. Our first diamond is a 100% memento keeper. We're going to have this be a trophy in some way, somewhere within our base. Ah! Okay, he really scared me. Okay, he really wants me dead. This is the cave that keeps on giving. We have a slime. Oh, well, I guess it's a slime that we popped into a few slimes. Finding a slime is actually kind of important because you do use slime balls for some things, even in the early game, such as a sticky piston, which we will actually use a slime ball for a sticky piston sometime here in the next couple of episodes, I imagine. So I'm very, very, very glad that we were able to find that. Slimes only spawn in what are called slime chunks. There's no way natively in game for you to know if a chunk is a slime chunk or not, other than just looking for a slime to spawn in an area. I'm not going to go over what chunks are right now either. You can look up a video on it now, or we'll cover it later when it's a little bit more relevant to what we're doing. But we do have that, so that's good. Oh, and if you do want to find a slime chunk, like you need to make a slime farm or whatever, you want to find slime, you can look them up. Go to chunkbase.com and you can look up slime chunks there by putting in your seed number. In any event, I got iron cooking. I have a lot of iron around me. I think I'm going to collect more or less all the iron and more of the coal from this area. And then I think we're going to head up. All right, we're back home. I've sorted all of the stuff that we've gotten. And while it wasn't the longest caving trip in the world, we can go back for more later. This is a solid start, I think. 5 stacks of iron, almost 5 stacks of iron. A little bit more than 5 stacks of coal, a decent amount of copper, which we'll use for building later. I have some plans for copper in the future. Some lapis, a little bit of redstone dust, a little bit of gold, and 3 diamonds, one of which is our first diamond, and we are not allowed to do anything with. I will definitely put that in this one right here, so it doesn't get mixed up. One last thing I want to get done before we finish this episode is we need a good way to smelt all of this stuff down that can be smelted. So I'm going to show you how to make a super easy, super simple automatic smelter with just a little bit of iron. So let me get all the stuff together that I need and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, so we have 4 furnaces here, and we're gonna do this with 4 furnaces. Let's see, we're gonna need a lot of hoppers for this. We need, let's see, 4 for the top, 4 for the bottom, so that's 8. And then I think we need another 2 for the top, so that should be 10 hoppers is what we need. Now a hopper is made of a chest and 5 iron in this type of format. And what a hopper does is it moves stuff from one location to another. It can like capture items. If I throw a piece of iron over top of it, it sucks it up, right? It gets it. And then if I were to place down a chest right here and then crouch down and click a hopper on the back or on the top of that chest, it could be either one. And I throw an item in. Oops. Or I throw an item in, it goes in. If I sit an item in, it goes in to the chest. You can also chain hoppers together. So I could put items inside of this hopper right here. They will move down into this hopper and then go into the chest like so. And not only that, but hoppers can take items from chests as well. If I put a whole bunch of items in here, the items will flow out and go to the storage device that I put them into. So that's how hoppers work. That's what they do. They move items. There's some other like interesting things about them, but we'll get into that in later like redstone-y type videos. So I'm going to put a double chest right here. And I am going to face a hopper into the back of that chest. I'm crouching down and clicking, and then a hopper into this hopper and a hopper into this hopper. Any hopper on the bottom of a furnace will pull out items that have been smelted. It pulls out of this slot and this slot only. So as we cook potatoes or smelt iron or copper, when it finishes, it will get sucked into the hopper. And then this hopper will push it to that hopper, and that hopper will push it into the chest. So all of our items end up here. Oh, I'm gonna need more hoppers. Actually, I'm just realizing this. We need to make some more chests. You're gonna need lots of hoppers in your world, especially if you're like me and you like to automate a lot of things. So I'm gonna make some more chests. Because I need 4. I think I need 6 more hoppers. And you'll see why. So any item that goes into the top of a furnace is the item that gets smelted. So we're going to be smelting these items. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place a double chest on top of this and a double chest on top of this. And then I'm going to go in front of these 2 and place a double chest right here. And then we need more. I need even more chests. The items that go into the back of the furnace or the side, back or side, is going to be the fuel. So our coal or leaf litter or whatever it is that we use. I'm going to do double chest. And then I'm going to put hopper in the back here and then double chest. The reason I'm doing this is because it gives me a singular input. So watch, I'm going to take 4 stacks of coal. I'm going to throw it in this hopper right here, or in this chest right here. That coal is going to split between these 2 hoppers, go into these chests, and then it is going to split between each of these chests into these 2 hoppers and then go into the furnaces. So all of our furnaces are going to get coal. Next thing I want to do is get the items that we're going to smelt. I'm going to grab all of them. So I'm going to grab all of this, and this. I'm just going to throw it all in this double chest up top here. And it will all work its way through the system and get smelted. And everything gets smelted. Can I sleep yet? I can. And everything that gets smelted ends up in here. So it makes it really easy. You don't have to go and click on an individual furnace and put the items in and then take them out and then check the fuel. It just makes it so much easier, right? So instead, what we're going to be able to do is just throw everything in and we can just let it run in the background while we're doing things. I'm going to throw the rest of this coal in here. If I end up needing coal for some reason, maybe I need to make some more torches or something, we can just pull it back out. It's not a big deal. A lot of it will be sitting in the furnaces here. Some of it may sit in the back of the hoppers. It's fine. And then lastly, I do have some potatoes that we've gathered, and I think I'll go ahead and cook these so we have a good extra bit of food. So I'm gonna throw the potatoes up here. Now, after today, today for me is when the new update comes out that's going to add a lot of cool new things. So in the next episode, we're going to introduce one of those cool new things and an amazing early game use of this new thing, the Nautilus. So that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you would like to support the channel, click the like button on this video, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video release. You can also support the channel by becoming a channel member for as low as $5 a month, which will also get you access to my members only servers, emotes that you can use in video comments and in stream chat, and a lot more. If you found this video especially helpful, you can also leave a tip with the super thanks button and a message letting me know why you found it so helpful. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.